Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies offense will have the football first. Last time these two bitter rivals got together, it was the Ducks pulling out a close one.
And the level of execution always seems to be on display when these two teams play, right? Both teams normally have a signal caller who's going to go on and play in the National Football League. And it comes down to which team had the ball last. That was Oregon.
Yeah, and they took care of business late in the game. They handled the moment better than Washington did. Now Washington's had a lot of time to think about it, and are they ready for this moment? This is a good squad. Every single year, the Ducks are good, but Washington's game for this matchup.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's driving. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Oregon's offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches, because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football. That is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Slithers into space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The Ducks are rolling down the field. possession on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really... with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Skips away from pressure. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up 14 over LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Brewer. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Washington right back to the line. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that...
Touchdown, Washington! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Open space at the 25. Nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the...
He's going for the big play. Intercepted, number 19. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the... He's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Looking deep down the right side. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
He uncorks one deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great quarterback here. 2 interceptions. Already in this game, he's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back to pass. It's Brewer. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He makes a catch. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
There's just so much chemistry between this. In his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Going right to work up top. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Using his legs to buy some time. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The a sack at the 20.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Washington coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's driving. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington wants to go quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking at a second and short now. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trips. Ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Brewer. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's got the side.